Hey, what's up, guys? Back from the deck profile here. Now I got a first place at our OTS today with Dark World, and we're not playing the hand rip one. Shout out to Strap.
Shout out.
We're not playing the hand rip one. I was talking to my boy Cody about this deck too, because fiends. I just wanted to play this today. I was gonna play I was gonna play 10 Pi Dragon Link, and then I was just like, I was talking to Johnny about it, and I was just like, in my head, like late last night, I was just like, I'd rather just fucking play this, whatever. But it turned out to be insanely good. I'm going to show you the reason it was good, the side patterns and stuff. This deck actually does play around Droll, which is kind of the only way you can build it. I think the hand rip just gets obliterated by Droll. So, yeah, without further ado, I got a side deck for you too, and let's get right into it, boys. I think it's 42 cards. I added 2 cards at the last moment. I'll tell you which ones they are. Alright. Okay. Alright, so main deck. 2 of the Rainbows, 2 Grapha. I think this is completely the ratio. And then we're not playing Silva, we're actually playing Lucent. So this card is very insane. This is just Silva. It can special summon itself over and over again. It doesn't do the hand loop though, but whenever it's discarded by an opponent's card effect, it specials any Fiend monster from your deck. It is a level 6 Fiend as well. You can probably imagine where I'm going with that. And then we are playing 3 Snow, 3 Genta, and that's it for the Dark Worlds. I think it's 11 Dark Worlds. So, and then for the Dangers, I think there's 8. Obviously, you know, the 2 3s, the shout out my boy Devin, the Choop, and then the 3 Nessies and the 1 Big Feats. I didn't play Thunderbird or anything like that. I just thought these were the best ones, so we played this and it was good enough. So, and then the primary normal summon in the deck is just the Jen and the Ken. There is a fashion you'll see with this deck with the 3 and the 1. I'm gonna leave these here just so you can see it. So this is the main normal summon. I will talk about my side patterns with this deck and why it was as good as it was. It could have been worse, but it was a lot better. And then we played the 3 Omsetties and the 1 Happy. Knows the 3-1. Before anyone says anything, I'm very aware that you cannot get the Dark World's effects off of Omsetti or King Sark. Same with Lurie. They're all sends, not discards. And if they were, it'd be cost, but Lurie would still trigger. So obviously, here's the 3-1 again. And then don't click off the video. Here's the Fiendsmith. Once again, the 3-1. I really enjoyed this. This was just very good. And then my last monster was the Archfiend Eris. You guys know what this card does, but I will still talk about it. So, I'm going to pull these aside just so I can talk about this. John, does this have a reprint?
No.
No, it doesn't. Other than the Megatins 2014.
Bust.
All right, yeah, bust. And then for the spells, just the card destruction. Call by the Grave. Like I said, 42 cards. This was my 41st card, and I'll tell you my 42nd. I'll play 1 King Sark in this list. Either you saw this, the King Sark stuff, like the Omsetti and stuff, like if you open it, you usually want to lead with that or the, obviously the Fiendsmith stuff if they droll you. But the King Sark stuff just still lets you play because you make Zombie Vamp and then just absolutely play. Bust, and then we bust. Shout out to boy Cody. And then Fiendsmith tracked. One thing that's super funny about this card is you can add like Lurie or whatever with it, and then you can discard another card. It does trigger Dark Worlds, so you could actually just add Lurie. Like if you have, I guess I'll explain this once I get to the last 2 spell cards. And then I only played Thrust. I did not play Talents.
I'm gonna thrust.
I'm gonna thrust right now. I'm gonna bust. The thrust was fine because we were playing the Archfiend Eris to set the Symbol Archfiends anyways, so I didn't have to make an aerial later to dump this. Then shout out my boy Cody for the Dark Corridor QCR they picked me up in YCS Vegas. And then this is probably the best card in the deck. Ascension. Yeah, I thought it was Accession, and I was like, that's not a word. Ascension. Yeah, this card. So we play 4 fusions, and in one turn, if you are uninterrupted, you can fuse all 4 times. But this is, 100% just one of the better cards in the deck. And then the last 2 was I only played 2 gates today. This card was very good, but like I mentioned with Tract, if you want to add Lurie, since Lurie is a fiend monster, you can Tract, add Lurie, discard a Dark World monster to keep your ball rolling, and then later in the turn discard the Lurie for the gates. Which is very nice. Also, Ascension can also make Desiree by banishing from graveyard if you have enough, materials for it. Because sometimes you'll have just 3 Engraver in graveyard for some reason. And then the last 2 traps was the Simmel and then the Scylla Hat Trick. This was my 42nd card. I was actually siding this card today. Not today, but on Friday, yeah, originally. I was siding it, and then I was like, why don't I just fucking move this card to the main? Because a lot of the time we could just make like Desiree, Appaloosa with the rabbit, and set this. And then this card's 2 negates, plus a spell trap pop, and then the Desiree, and then the Appaloosa, etc. And I was like, yeah, we'll just main this, fuck it. This card was incredible. I really enjoyed it. So, and then I'm gonna go to this. I'm gonna go to the extra deck. Extra dip. That White Castle's no longer there anymore either. So, obviously the Requiem, the Moon, the Sequentia, SP. I actually only summoned SP one time. I think it was against my boy Grant. Did I summon against you? I don't think I did. Yeah. And the Silhouette Rabbit. And then the only Link 4s were I had to get the Rescue Ace Field spell off the board. Had to. And then the only Link 4s are the Appaloosa and the Saryuja. I never Saryuja today, but in theory it's there. These are the 4 fusions. Obviously, the Aerial Leader can dump the Eris, yeah, to set the search the similar fiends. Then Lacrima, Desiree, and then the boy dude, the big Grapha. And then the only synchro is the Chaos Angel. We weren't playing Muckracker today because we weren't playing. Required. No turn required, by the way. Remember that comment, dude, when some guy's like, how do you make this card? And I was like, did you read it? Shout out to him. But there's actually multiple ways you can make this post side as well. But we weren't playing Muckracker today because we weren't going for not the U-Link, but the Nightmare Griffin board where you could set the card, even though that is a light fiend. Then the Exceeds were just the Wave King, Zombie Vamp, and the Zeus. So I was playing the John. What's the other 8? The one that rips one from the extra deck that we really enjoyed. It's a fiend. She's gonna bother me.
It's our boy.
No, it's our boy too. Sorry guys, please just hang out with me for a second. Yeah, the Buzz King. Number 1 Buzz King. I was actually playing Buzz King and I cut it for Zeus. But and then I want to talk about the side deck. The side deck is super intricate to this deck. There's a lot of ways that you have to side properly. So for going second or even first post side, if you think they have Droll, we sided the Connector and the 1 Aqua Dolphin. When this happens, the 3 Gen and the Ken come out for these. This is also an in-time card, not that Lacrima is not, obviously. But this happened, and then the 3 Drolls, you know what I mean, just whatever. So, and then I was playing the 3 Radion Dark Kaiju, because also, worst case scenario, you can like evenly match them or whatever, which is also in my side deck. And then Kaiju, the thing they keep, and then this becomes an extender. You know what I mean? So this card was completely fine. Never drew this. I did side it in once though. And then the one of the Magical Spring. This card is absolutely insane. Never drew today. I would only side 1 though ever, just because it's a once per turn personally. But it doesn't discard for cost, so you can actually trigger the Dark Worlds off this. It's also a quick play spell, so it's insane. And then the Harpies. I think I only drew this 1 time today. And then the pretty evenly matched. So. Yeah, guys. Oh, I also did want to mention. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, good catch. I did want to mention this. I looked up a Dark World list too yesterday just to see if I was missing something, and a lot of people are playing Kokimiru Guardian. I understand, but I just don't think this card is very good at all. for what you're trying to do. I think you just don't fear the droll, and then post side, you just make the connector if you can. I think that's about it, guys. But yeah, I think that's it. That's all we got for you today, and I'll see you guys later. Cheers.